Hey, ladies.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Where the hell
It's been,
y'all been? What is going on?
girl, I was like, I've been,
how,
you
we
know,
we di- we had to let you get yourself back in order,
Who?
Miss Love from
She been shaking
what's
no, I
that?
was
sheets?
good. I was good. No, my
Oh.
mother-in-law passed away from
Oh,
cancer.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's just, I mean, it happened so fast, but we back.
Okay, okay,
We are
okay.
back. But
We
I know everybody see the
outside.
title. Everybody see the title. So what's been going on with y'all before we get started? If anybody entering or see the go and see the replay of the video, please hit that like and share and
Subscribe,
comment
like, share,
and
subscribe.
subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time we upload a video. And how have you ladies been doing before we get started?
Great.
I am great.
Great. Yeah,
Yeah,
same here. Same here. Despite
life and
Yeah, despite what went on, I'm doing pretty good.
Mm.
So he has I didn't even know about this story B until you told Candy and she informed me about it. The young lady Sade who was murdered and dismembered by
Mm-hmm.
this guy. Let's see, who is this?
Mm.
Keep it cute. Hey, keep it cute. Thank
Hi.
you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
hi. Keep it cute, girl.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We're talking about a young lady. Was this was their first date, right, D?
I don't know if it was the first day. I don't even know if they actually said whether it was the first day. The mom did an interview, but quite naturally she's very upset. So I didn't catch that part. What date it was?
I think,
I think
if
it
I'm not
was the
mistaken,
first date.
I think they were saying it was a first date and they went to a seafood restaurant. So what I don't know is where they met, or you know what I mean, if they met online. I have no idea of that because they really didn't give those details. I guess we'll get those details when it uh, during the trial if he doesn't plead out.
Right. And I'm wondering if
Yeah,
if he'll even say anything that, you know what I mean? I bet you he'll like invoke his rights to not talk.
That's like
probably.
some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff right there. That was horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I honestly think he was a serial killer in the making and just got caught on his. Hopefully, this was his first uh, murder. I hope he hasn't killed others. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, he this was their first date. They went on the seafood. That's why it's important to not go to people. And then they went to his place afterwards.
On the first date, they went to eat seafood, and then after.
And then afterwards, after dinner, they went to his
Oh, okay.
place,
Okay.
and that's when he murdered her.
Okay.
So
Thank you, keep it
it's
cute. Thank you,
unfortunate.
thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Keep it cute. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start the video. I hope it doesn't. StreamYard has been tripping, so I hope it doesn't chop the video up. I hope it plays the whole video. And this right here tell the story. Then we can open the floor for discussion and talk about it. I don't know if we'll find out. Maybe he did talk to the police. Maybe he didn't, but he has been apprehended. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see
Yeah, he's
here.
been apprehended. Yeah.
County. A severed leg was found on a beach on April 2nd, and it had been preliminarily identified to belonging to 19-year-old Sade Robinson. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office and Police Department did hold a news conference a little bit ago this morning. Let's go into that press conference that happened just moments ago.
Morning, folks. I'm James Burnett, spokesman for the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. I am here with Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball, Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. A little bit of housekeeping really quickly. You probably know this. If you don't, you probably should not be here. Sheriff Ball, DENITABALL. Chief Norman, JEFFREYNORMAN. We good? We good? Great. Okay, so we're here for a briefing on the ongoing investigation for human remains that were discovered early last week, and again, all the subsequent information that has come after that. I have to tell you, this briefing may be brief because there are a number of questions we may not be able to answer. That said, Sheriff Ball, Chief Norman will give you what they can, and on that, I will hand it off to the Sheriff.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Today, we're going to give a brief update regarding the severed leg that was found and some of the human remains that have been found throughout Milwaukee County. As you know, on April
Hey,
the
Blueberry Blues.
Hi,
2nd
Miss Blue.
at a p.m., Milwaukee County 911 dispatch was called from Cudahy at Warnermont Park. It was near the golf course and the pumping house. And so the leg was amputated from the around the hip down. And as the leg appeared to be that of an African.
Well, what happened?
It looks like we lost Miss Love, which means we lost the video.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll
That's
pop back
sad.
in.
Now, they said from the hip down, her
Yeah.
leg was severed.
Yeah. So he literally just cut her into several pieces. But you know what I wasn't clear on? Did he spread the pieces out? That's what I was
Yeah,
waiting to hear.
he spread them
All
out
over the
throughout the
city,
city.
or just were they
Hmm.
all found in the park?
All over the city.
Oh, it said all over the city?
Yes.
And it's not given any motive.
No motive. And I didn't hear where maybe she voluntarily went over his house after they ate. Or, you know what I'm saying? He could have forced her to go.
Can y'all hear?
Yeah. Welcome back, Miss
Can
Love. We
y'all
know
hear
you
me? I don't know.
dropped. Yeah,
I
we can
know.
hear you.
I didn't know if the video was still playing. StreamYard is tripping. It was saying that something went wrong. I don't know, child. Let me try this.
Oh,
Share
I'm
the screen
sorry
again.
you got in a car wreck. I'm glad you're okay. It's crazy out here, man.
Oh wow! Thank God you okay. Let's see if I can share this again. StreamYard has been really tripping with
Hmm.
I don't know how I'll back it up a little bit. But basically this young lady, they doing a on the human remains that was found of
So did
Sade
they only
Robinson,
find a
a
leg?
19-year-old. So I think they found several body parts and they was just scattered out everywhere, I guess.
All over the city is
I
what I
don't know.
heard. He
Yeah,
just
so
cut
I
her
don't
up
know.
and
Let's
threw
see.
body parts out the car. That's crazy.
Yeah. So let's hear what she. Let's see if hear what she got to say.
Stop near the home. A search warrant was conducted. The severed leg has been preliminarily identified as belonging to Miss Robinson. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Robinson family, friends, and the Milwaukee community who have embraced this family. We are sorry for your loss. It's such a tragic incident. Our investigators have worked around the clock on this investigation. As a result of their diligence and with the help of our criminal justice partners, the District Attorney's Office issued charges today against Maxwell Stephen Anderson for first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson of property other than building. He remains in custody. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office would like to thank all of our partners involved in this investigation, specifically the Milwaukee Police Department, the Cudahy Police Department, the Kenosha Police Department, the Madison Police Department K-9 Unit, Great Lakes Search and Rescue K-9 Unit, the FBI, the ATF, the Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation and their crime lab, the Medical Examiner's Office, the District Attorney's Office, the Milwaukee County Transit System, Wisconsin Southern Railroad, the United States Coast Guard, forensic anthropologist Gordon Karsten, and other partners who may have helped in this endeavor. Your help was very invaluable. Again, we extend our sincere condolences to the Robinson family as they navigate this difficult time and mourn the loss of Sade. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Norman, who's going to talk about other parts of the investigation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff Ball. First and foremost, on behalf of the Milwaukee Police Department, our hearts and prayers go out to the family of Sade Robinson. This is a horrendous tragedy, and above all else, we cannot imagine the pain that you must be going through. Please know that you have our deepest thoughts and condolences. Details of some of the Milwaukee Police Department's involvement can be found in the criminal complaint that was filed by the district attorney this morning. What we can share at this time is this. On April 2nd, Milwaukee Police Department investigated an arson at the 2800 block of West Lisbon Avenue. Video surveillance recovered from the arson investigation led investigators to search the area of 3000 West Galena Street. On Friday, April 5th, investigators located human remains in the area. Saturday, April 6th, MPD continued the search in the area and located additional human remains on the railroad tracks. Later in the evening on Saturday, April 6th, MPD returned to the area when Miss Robinson's family located her blanket. At this time, detectives located additional human remains. The identification of the human remains recovered by MPD are still pending. I repeat that. The additional human remains is still being looked at, and the investigation is pending in regards to the identification of that. Please note, we continue to search for additional evidence that has not been located. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milwaukee Police Department at 414-935-7360, or to remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers at 414-224-TIPS, or P3-TIPS. We're grateful for the efforts of the Sheriff Department, the District Attorney's Office, and other federal and local law enforcement partners for their tireless efforts to gather facts and evidence in this case. Please remember, this is an ongoing investigation, and as information becomes available, we will do so in sharing it. And we also ask to please remember to respect the privacy of the family at this time and allow them to grieve. This time I'll turn it back over to Sheriff Ball.
So if you have some questions that we can answer, you can ask them now.
Just to clarify, so the severed leg has been confirmed connected to Robinson, but not the human remains found Friday, Saturday, and Sunday by the Milwaukee Police Department.
A preliminary investigation have shown that the leg is Ms. Robinson's, and yes, the human remains have not been identified yet.
Are you looking into other missing women and reviewing those cases to possibly connect it to this case?
This is an ongoing case, and we have looked at other parts of the investigation to see if there are any others that could be linked. And so far, there hasn't been any evidence that there is any other victims.
Are you concerned that there could be other victims?
There hasn't been anything that is pointing to that right now.
Prosecutors are saying that this happened from the time that the two went back to Anderson's house, according to the criminal complaint, until the time that he pinged to Warnemont Park, which is a pretty wide time frame. Do we know when this killing happened and where it happened? Was it at the home? Was it in the car? Was it at the park? I'm a little unclear on that portion of the criminal complaint.
We can't, it's still part of the ongoing investigation, so we can't comment on that.
Do you know how she died?
Can't comment on that.
Or do we know how they met, the suspect and the victim?
It's my understanding that they may have met at his place of employment, but right now we can't confirm that.
Since we don't have identification of all of the remains that have been found, can you confirm or not if there is any danger to the public?
At this time, we don't believe that there are any other victims out there and that the person who is responsible for this heinous crime has been arrested.
Are you still searching for remains for Ms. Robinson?
Yes, we are.
Do you know where those remains could be?
No.
Have you found have you recovered a murder weapon in this situation?
Ongoing investigation.
Folks, we have time. Interest of time, 2 more questions.
Has there been a motive established?
Ongoing investigation.
What did you find inside that home, specifically in the basement?
Cannot release that at this time.
Is anyone else connected to the crime that will be more charges?
But, we, as I stated before, I'm going to, as soon as we get Ishan. It's not, he has retained a lawyer.
You can say about the sex dungeon?
No.
All right, folks.
Just could you just describe the crime? I mean, you called it a heinous crime. Just how are your investigators doing having to tackle?
Been dismembered like that. Our investigator, one of us is victims right now is on, but any crimes like this, it's bound.
Hi,
Oh Lord, let
Terry.
me see. Hold on. Trying to set this thing up, Lord. Okay, so it looks like they found more body parts, but they haven't identified them as hers yet.
Well, she said
And you was right, G. He ain't saying nothing. He
the
looked it
leg
up.
was hers. It was identified as hers.
Yeah, the leg, but the other. I wonder what other body parts they found though.
They probably haven't found the main part, which is her head and all the other stuff.
Yeah, because they gotta
So they keep saying they can't speak on stuff, but they not really saying nothing other than they found
Yeah, because
stuff
they don't want
again.
to mess up their investigation. But
So
I'm trying to. Where did he work at? Let me look up and see where did he work at. Hold on.
she said she didn't know where they met.
Possibly at work, she said.
Ooh, a coworker.
No, at his place of employment. Not she didn't work there. They said his work where he worked at. But I'm trying to think. Trying to figure out where he worked. Um, so this was their first date that they went on, and I don't know how long they've been talking, but based on the
I don't.
other, go ahead, Candy.
I was answering keep it cute's question. She was only 19. I don't think she had any kids. She knew get to live her life. He was 33. She's 19.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't say she had any kids. Um, it did. They did say the family members did say that this was their first date that they went on. So I think he just had it all planned out because they connected him because of text messages and stuff like that. So they knew that she was with him, and that's how they connected him to the. Now I don't know. They're not giving a lot of information. I'm pretty sure they found something at his apartment or that
Yeah,
connects.
she says she thinks it happened at the house. They went back to the house. So they must have found blood and stuff in the house. Something.
Yeah, they must have
And it's
found
just
something
freaking
in the house.
outrageous.
That's why
Freaking outrageous.
yes, and I think it's so important that you do not go to nobody's house. I'm sorry, especially you a woman. You don't go to no man's house. She was young though. She 19 years old. Ain't no telling what type of charmer
He
he was.
he was too old to be dating her anyway, in my
Hmm.
opinion.
I agree. He probably slick talked her and got her over there, and I just honestly, for you to do something like that and dismember a person, and it happened on the first date, you had that planned out. So I honestly think he was a serial killer in the making. That's just my thoughts on it.
And
Or they
hopefully they
may
got him
find more.
early.
Yeah, they may find some more cases attached to him. It's just so early that as
What's
of
his full
right
name
now,
again?
What was his full name?
we said,
Sicko
"Woo,
something. I'm
child."
just
I
I can't
think
remember.
dating days are over. I would die alone before going out here in this weird dating world these days. Honey, 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 don't do it.
His name was Maxwell Anderson.
She said it's giving Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what I said.
Hmm.
Crazy. But he didn't have time to eat the body. He just dispersed them all over the city. Like, man,
What was it? Maxwell what?
Anderson. He was 33 years old. Well, he is 33 years old.
I would truly be scared to go on dates. And then, I mean, and then look at him.
Where did he work?
That I don't. They not saying on here. I'm looking online to see because they never said where he worked at. Um, let's see here. This that is so. It's like, please, young men and women, it's okay if you meet somebody online, you go out on a date. to a restaurant. You meet up there. Do not go back to their place. Do not allow them back to your place. After dinner, we had a good time. I'll talk to you later. Give yourself time to get to know that person, because people nowadays, you this he could have been one of those people that had the desire to do something this sick. And if you feel like somebody is coming off as too charming and just over the top doing too much, then more than likely they probably are somebody sick and have some type of sick fantasy going on in their mind.
Okay, so I'm looking at Facebook, and they're currently digging up his backyard because they suspect there may be somebody's back there.
Oh
Mhm.
Lord.
Yeah, they're digging up his backyard. And they went over to his house today to paint it, to cover it with pink items. I guess that was her favorite color, pink. So,
They went to his house.
yes, it was their first date. I was trying to see if I could see where did they
Yeah, for
meet, because I
some.
don't remember hearing that. Okay, so
Yeah, I
when
don't.
Sade didn't show up for her shift at Wisconsin Pizza, so she worked at a pizza place. Robinson's car. Oh, so that he burnt her car up, torched it.
Yes, he burnt her car.
Oh well. They're looking for the rest of her body. That's okay. Mm.
That's sad. That is. I mean, his backyard. So he didn't stay in an apartment. He stayed in a house.
Yeah, he
Okay.
stayed in a house. Mm-hmm.
I have some stuff in the basement. Who knows? People are nuts.
So did the yeah, I see on there where they his house looked creepy.
Yeah.
Um I see according to a man who describes himself as a close friend of Maxwell Anderson, which is verified by pictures, he went over to Anderson's house in roughly June the 2023, and I saw this massive hole in the side of on the side of his house. He said he told Anderson, "You should cover that up," because he was worried Anderson's dog would fall into it. He said he was building his underground basement. The man
Oh, Lord.
told heavily. He requested that his name not be printed because he is afraid heavily knows his identity. He described the hole as probably 5 foot long and 6 feet deep, and said he saw it with his own eyes. So that was in June of 2023. So
Yeah,
if
it's probably.
she, you say
And they
what
did
can
say that they did say there was lots of blood on his bedding and on the walls. He does have a criminal history from 2014 to 2019. He got disorderly conduct and domestic violence on several cases, so he's no stranger to the police. I wonder where did she
I
meet
agree
him?
with keeping.
She was in school for criminal justice. So how did she meet this person? I don't get the connection.
Yeah, they saying that's probably well, they said probably at his job because they would have known if it was online because it would have showed proof of it. So she probably met him at some social place, maybe through friends, maybe at a job because apparently they exchanged numbers because it was text messaging and they didn't say like DMs or anything like that. So
They said he has a sex dungeon in his basement.
Oh, Lord.
Hmm.
that is crazy.
He probably raped her and
So
killed
yeah, They so if this hole was dug in June, about 5 feet wide and 6 feet deep. I mean, that's a grave. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's like a.
Yeah.
It was
So,
probably deeper. Now he had time to dig it deeper.
well, what I'm saying, if he did that in June, and then it's probably more victims.
Right.
This happened to her. This, you know what I'm saying? This month.
They're saying
So,
he was a bartender and he worked at some club called Victor's, but he had worked at a lot of places. So maybe
okay.
she met him going into one of these
Or,
establishments at the bar. But she ain't old enough to drink, or wasn't.
right.
So wasn't.
These young ladies has to be more careful and aware. This is happening often with these young ladies. It's happening with older ladies too.
What they said he posted his
Girl, I just
$4
read he
million
posted his $5
bond.
million bond, but wait a minute. If you keep reading, they said, however, his attorney says he did not post bond bail. So that may be just yeah, I was reading that exactly the same time you were. He posted his $5 million bond. But
But you know who would
I did also read his dad has several insurance agencies around the state, so they got money. His dad got money.
but you know who also would support him in this too.
You said
Who?
would support him?
Would support him.
Who?
Who?
The supremacists.
The who?
White supremacists would
Oh,
definitely support him and post his bond.
Oh, why would you think that?
Why would I think it? Because he's a white man and she's black.
Oh, I thought you had read something that said
No,
maybe.
I don't read anything. Just my thoughts.
Okay. I was looking through to see if I could find, because I was looking for a motive, so I don't know if you had found one.
No, I didn't.
Because I
no,
haven't.
I just think he just was a sicko, and and this is his plan. And like I believe, like what Keep It Cute said is definitely a good possibility. This is not his first victim. He says these young ladies has to be more careful and aware. This is happening often to these young ladies. I know that they see this because it's posted all over social media, all like it's on Facebook and this, and we'll still have somebody that will meet somebody and do the same thing. Like we have to let these young men and women know you cannot trust people that easily. You just can't. Not to go to their house. Like I said, meet them to dinner. And that's it. Especially they live in a house.
Hmm.
But
No,
if
you know
they
what I mean?
crazy, even after you have dinner, they could still stalk you, follow you home. They could do anything. People are nuts.
Yeah, they are nuts.
Yeah.
They are nuts. It's unfortunate that this young lady lost her life in such a brutal way, and that her family. I pray that they get some closure to be able to bury her, uh, and that they find all her body parts. Because even though they have some, excuse me, even though, and they probably identified her leg and stuff. Probably she might have had tattoos or something that were identifiable. Um, you know what I'm saying? Is the reason why they probably already identified that it was her leg and her foot. Because if it would have been like forensic testing, it would have took more time, and uh, they would have been able to identify all the parts. You know what I mean? So it had to have been like a tattoo or something. to that they identified on her
So,
clips.
so we were having this conversation the other day, me and B, about guns, and in this situation, she needed to have one because it probably wouldn't have ended that way.
You said in this situation she should or should not?
She should have.
Should have had one. Okay.
Hmm. What you don't like guns, B or Candy?
It's not that I don't like them. I just don't think that I don't think that people that have them are responsible. 90% of people. I think that guns are meant for certain things, and I just don't think that the regular everyday person needs them.
Yeah.
In a
I mean, with
situation
the way
like
this
this, it
world
could
is,
have saved her life.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, we could say that because we don't know. We could assume it, but maybe, maybe not.
yeah, because my friend, she had a gun, and her boyfriend used her gun to unalive her.
Yeah, I mean, it just, you could say, because anything's possible. So, yes, we get it. But we don't know if this person would be alive if she had a gun. He could have
Yeah,
taken the gun from her. I mean, she's 19. Has she been to the gun range? She may not even know how to use a gun, just got it. A lot of people are in that situation. They've never had any practice, no teaching on how to use the gun. They just got one.
yeah. See, I've shot several. I know how to use them, but I don't own one. And I keep
Yes.
saying that I'm gonna get one because just for my protection, being a single woman at home. Um, but there are a lot of people that use them irresponsibly. But at
Yeah.
this point, and you know what I'm saying, people can get them. So because they can get them, I used to strongly be against guns, but because I mean they're not going to change the laws, they're not going to stop people from getting guns, and because of that, I'm going to purchase me one because I need to be able to protect myself. If somebody coming to my home, Louis and Dior are only going to do so much.
Louis gonna be asleep and snoring.
Hmm.
Okay, but it's just sad because you can't. It's like, oh, Lord, being trusting is good to a certain. Well, I ain't gonna even say that because the Bible says trust no man. So it's just like you just can't trust people for real. You cannot trust
Maybe
Mhm.
them,
some
especially the
some
first date.
mace. Maybe she could have had some mace in her purse. She could have had something.
Yeah, I do keep about a can of mace now. Definitely that, and that could probably help you get away too. Because I done been sprayed with mace
I
before
mean, you gotta keep in mind that this girl was with this dude willingly at his home. They could have been in the
at his
bed when
home.
he reached over, and he's a master manipulator. He got
Yeah,
her to the house, and he has a sex dungeon. She possibly didn't even have her purse next to her. They're in the middle of a sex act.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
So you just
Maybe,
never
or
know with
maybe
this
he was
particular
raping
case.
her.
Yeah, you never know with this particular case. I mean, it just seems really, um, yeah. I mean, even if she had something, you don't,
yep. And you
I
never
carry
know
my
why
mace
he asked
too,
her to go.
right? But it's like if that's up, if I'm outside running on the trail or something, and somebody comes up on me, I can spray them. But I got my finger on it. You know what I'm saying? Or, it's right there.
Yeah,
So it just really depends on what type of position she was in. If he knew if he's done this before and he knew to get her in a compromising position, she wouldn't have got to no weapon that she had. I mean, when
yeah.
I'm shaking the sheets, my purse is nowhere near me. No mace, no nothing, bitch. I
So
I have I have nothing. I have
you
nothing.
just getting it in.
Just getting it in.
Yeah,
Just
more than likely that the plan was probably to go back to the house and get busy.
mm-hmm.
You
Hmm.
just,
He set her up.
On the
and
first
he set
date,
her up.
yeah, on the first date.
That is
Yeah.
not uncommon.
You know, I
They
mean, I know this may change the trajectory of where we're trying to go, but with this, but I often wondered what would my life be like if I'd have just done at least one or two one night stands.
What would your life
probably
be
the
like?
same.
Yeah, I wished I'd have done one. I mean, I'm older now. I should have done one.
It's not too late.
I know, but now I don't know. I don't know
I
if
mean, I
I.
don't. I'm not saying go out and do one, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. I've never had the
Yeah.
desire to do a one night stand.
I often wonder, like, what if I'd have done one? I mean, I know some people who done one and they're just fine today. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, I
I
know
mean,
quite a
and
few
they have
people that have
fun.
done.
I don't know.
There are
I may
people
do
that
it
have
before
done
I die.
unintentional one night stands to where it wasn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't their intention for it to be a one night stand, but it
Blueberry
showed.
boots. I'm thinking about getting me a one night stand in, girl. Now I can tell you how I envision it, but that might not be this show. But I already know how it's supposed to look.
Well, if it's, why don't you role play it? I'm
Well,
just
Do
saying.
you was it you do you pick them or
oh, I
they pick
always
you?
pick mine. I always pick mine. I would always pick mine. Always, yeah.
She said
Um,
no, B.
He, Blueberry want details. Be
well, blueberry, but have you ever done it? You don't have to answer here. I've never done it, and I've heard people do it, and it sounds fun to me. I don't
It
know.
sounds fun.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
it
you don't
sounds
want to
best
do it like at your home or even if they're home. Like you want to do it someplace
at a
like on a
hotel or something.
not on a
Weird.
football field after the game or some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to take it high school style.
Well, it don't have to
No,
be. It could be the
B.
Chief Stadium. I'm just saying it could just be, wherever. I don't think it needs to be planned
Or in
so
the movie
much.
theater.
Now, yeah, that's a good look at you, Miss Love. Have you done it, girl?
Miss Love got a little freak in it. Don't get it,
Ah.
twisted.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on.
There she
Blueberry Bus
said.
what?
There
She said
there's
yes, and
Blue's answer.
she said yes, and I felt stupid. If it's not meaningful, it's not worth it. Oh, really? Oh, don't feel stupid. Why'd you feel stupid? Okay, maybe I won't do it.
If most one night stands is if probably it wasn't good and you just decided, nah, this ain't that.
Now I
And
know a few
walked
people
away.
who've had some really good ones,
Yeah, I do
or
too.
so they
But my
say.
thing is just do a role play.
So no numbers exchange, you just meet
Oh no,
somebody.
we don't need to talk to him tomorrow.
Mm,
Mm-mm. Who said wolf?
B said, it's hit it and quit it for real. One
I
hit
mean, it's
wonder.
best
You
that
better
you don't
make the
really know
best of
him.
this.
It's best that you don't really know him because you don't want to ruin no friendships by, doing one of your friends. If he's been your friend, you want to just, you don't want to do him like no. It needs to be somebody you don't really know. Oh, Blueberry
Yeah.
Boot said it's not worth it. Okay. Oh, and your feelings got involved for just a one nighter? See, wait a minute. I'd be willing to bet you knew the person. See, you can't know him. It's got to be somewhat of a stranger.
or she
But
might have
B,
wanted him to she might have wanted to call him the next day.
To talk about what? You're such a lover.
but
Talk
B,
about the
if it's
rematch.
Ain't no
if
rematch.
it's a
It was
back
supposed to be a
arching
one night stand.
if
In,
if it's back
in your
arching
mind,
toe
it was
curling,
supposed to be a one night stand. In theirs, it's okay.
yeah, if it's back arching toe curling good, then hey, that's a different story.
I guess you
Yeah.
could get their
If
phone
it was
number.
really good.
I guess you could. Like I think I really want mine to be somewhere in the not necessarily the wilderness, but maybe like deep dark park someplace
Mm-mm.
on a
Oh Lord,
motorcycle.
With a
Yes,
stranger, you gonna
you
see
trying
what
to
on a
I'm
go to
saying?
motorcycle.
jail?
In the
Huh?
basement. The
I'm
girl
sorry.
was in the basement. This girl's parts is found. You want to go in the woods with a stranger? No,
It,
ma'am.
Okay. Maybe not. Okay, okay.
that's
All
why I
right.
said B. It could be a role play, and you know what
Okay.
I'm
What do you
saying,
mean?
huh?
What do you? So I got to role play with with the current. I just got to role play. I don't
Yeah,
know if
you got
that's
a
gonna
role
be
play.
as fun.
It might,
Hmm.
girl. He put on a fake mustache. You know what I'm saying? A hat that got some dread sewn in it or something.
Oh God.
You know,
You was dumb as crazy.
y'all go to what is that, like a gas station, and you feel like you pumping gas and you just met him at the gas station and y'all go around the corner. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying?
Okay. I see what you're saying. I do.
That's the safest way to do it these days.
Be
'Cause I,
safe. Be safe.
yeah,
Do not
yeah.
go in the woods or a dark park
Keep it
with a
cute. Thanks for coming
stranger.
back, girl. Now we done kind of moved on. We've digressed, honey. They talking about one night stands now. Keep it cute. You had
She
one.
said we talking about what night stands. I think that was your topic. Your to-do list.
I know. I don't know. They seem fun to me. But anyway, okay. So we can get back. Okay, we can get back. Okay, so I have a question. What do y'all think about that age gap? So 19 and 33.
Yeah, I
I mean,
think
they
that
both
was
are
the
legal
red flag
age.
right there.
Keep it cute said nope, no one night stands for her, girl. Me neither yet.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the
I think
age difference I don't like, but I mean they both of legal age, so you can't. I mean, you can't say too much about the age difference, really.
I,
Right, and I usually don't even care about the age difference. And I guess I don't in this scenario either.
I
I don't
think it
know,
was a
just
red
something seems
flag.
awry.
I
Well,
don't
no,
know that I
I
would.
think his look. I was just looking on face. I don't mean that he's white. I'm just saying his look in general, because I was looking on Facebook, and there's if you put his name in here, there's like two different pictures. The first one where it shows that he went to the Milwaukee High School, lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He doesn't look like the wild crazy guy he looks like now. So I'm
Okay,
wondering if something happened, something had to have happened, because you know what I mean, because if you go to the next page, that's where all of the crazy woolly hair and all that stuff is.
so you think he probably, well, he could have just had these fantasies and just started to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's
prepare
true.
to live them out and change his
Hmm.
look and everything for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Demonic.
Because a lot of times
Yeah,
these
definitely
serial,
definitely looks demonic in these pictures for
mm-hmm,
sure.
mm-hmm, you
I
know
say I
they,
don't think I would, like my 19-year-old daughter going out with some 33-year-old man.
Well, but you can't do nothing about it. We may not like it,
yeah,
but there's nothing you can do about it. She's grown and she's.
yeah, she grown, so I probably would talk her against it, but she grown.
I mean, I
Or
I
who
wouldn't like
knows?
my 19-year-old daughter headed back to any the man's house either on the first date. But these kids, they just do what they want to do.
Yeah. And she probably didn't even tell her mom his age, or I don't think the family even knew him.
At at 19 and she's working in a pizza place, she's probably still staying at home. She probably just graduated.
Well, they said the thing said she was in college for criminal justice. She was in a
Oh, she's in college. She
Yeah,
was
she was in
going.
college. Yep. Hmm.
Mm,
So I mean, but it's still they these teenagers, they keep secrets. They don't tell their parents.
Such a beautiful young lady.
Hmm, they don't tell their parents everything that they especially when they newly dating somebody.
So they
And
couldn't even say how what actually killed her. Was
Mm-mm.
did he stabbed her and that
Yeah, I
was
haven't seen that anywhere, and they said they couldn't say it.
they not gonna say it now because uh, of the
Investigation.
investigation. So they not gonna tell it, even if they knew it. I don't know if they know it or not, but even if they did know it, they not gonna say nothing.
or maybe they gotta find the rest of the body parts to
And,
determine.
and then too, because he's not talking. It'd be a different story if he made his little confession or whatnot. Then they probably would say, but he's not talking. He's lawyered up.
She need to tell him where those body parts are, at least, so she could have a funeral.
And see, it says she lived alone. She was last seen at her own apartment. So she didn't live with her mom, and she was reported missing by one of her girlfriends. That was the
Yeah,
same day her car was found torched, 2 miles away from her own home. So he set her car on fire 2 miles away. So it's without him talking, who knows what these events look like.
good evening, Veronica. How are you?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Hey,
I don't
Veronica.
like that age
Thank
gap.
you for
I
joining
really,
us.
I do not
Said
like that age gap.
I would catch him with someone almost old
She
as
says
I
she
am.
attended
Me in her school.
Milwaukee Area Technical College, where she studied criminal justice and was scheduled to graduate next month.
There's a lot of
That
them
is
out
so
here.
sad.
A lot of them out here. Keep it cute.
Oh, look at this. Now, you never know
And
if
it's
people are telling the truth or not, but we still have not heard how she met. This is just a random person. Out of news. Let me say, I'm just reading his. I was just reading anything about it. It says Maxwell Anderson murdered a beautiful girl, Sade Robinson, after this isn't a black and white thing. It's a demon thing.
say it again, B. We can't hear you.
Oh wait. It says Maxwell Anderson murdered a beautiful girl, Sade Robinson, after meeting her off of a dating app. This isn't a black and white thing. It's a demon thing.
He met her on a dating app.
That,
Then
but that's not in the news article. Just
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't
I
know.
don't think they met on a dating app. But you know how
I
some
was
people
trying to find that
manipulate.
in a news, in at least from a news article, but they're not even saying.
yeah, this definitely demonic. It's demonic. Ooh,
Yeah,
on
he
a
had a
whole
sick
nother level.
fantasy. And I don't think it would have mattered what color she was. That's just what he wanted to do. He wanted to murder. He wanted to unalive somebody. And that's in his sick mind. He wanted to unalive somebody.
Mm-mm-mm.
Not dating.
Yeah,
Big red
and she
flag.
wonder why I be in the
So
house,
they got
not
so they
going
so
on dates.
she had the 360 Find app on her phone, so they know exactly where she was in each time. That's how they were able to go directly to
Oh,
his home.
good. Yes.
She had the 360 Life app. So that is in the news article. And so they had her the police shows that she was at the restaurant with him. There's cameras at the restaurant that show that they were there for about an hour. And they show them eating dinner and then leaving about an hour later. And then Robertson's cell phone location data from the Life 360 app showed her traveling to a local sports bar and then to the area of Anderson's home that night. And then that next morning they have her car traveling to that park, no, at around 3 a.m. So he killed that girl right away, took that car and torched it. They found the car burning.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Me and my daughter have that 360. app, and
Mhm.
it'll take you to the door.
Yeah.
It will take you to the door. That's a
So
good
that
app
was
to
Yeah,
his
so
have.
plan
they
all along. So that was
ate
his
and went
plan,
to a bar.
and then to his house. So that was his. It was his plan to kill that girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but she's not even old enough to drink, like you said. So it might have been a bar that he worked at that he
Or
knew
maybe, yeah.
she could get
Well,
drinks.
because it said that he worked at some place called Victor's Bar, but he's worked all around the city. He's pretty well known because he's worked at all these bars and he's been in trouble many times before.
that's probably why he working at these bars so he can meet women to do
Maybe.
that.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
I
probably
really am waiting to see what they find in that backyard.
in that basement. That's the thing. You get in your sex basement. Oh, that's mm,
That
mm,
is
mm, mm.
crazy. So the friend did say that he saw with his own two eyes that hole that was dug, but looking at the pictures from them, digging up his yard, I didn't see a hole. So that's why I'm thinking that was in June. He probably had somebody buried in that hole already, and I'm sure they'll discover her.
I hope not. I truly hope not. They digging up
Yeah,
his backyard, but if he didn't throw this one, dig a hole or put it in the backyard or the basement, he threw her
yeah,
all over the city. But
And I
he's
mean, and
fluent
quiet as
in
is kept.
cutting up a
And
human
listen,
because
and quiet as
that
is
takes a long time.
and quiet as is kept though, y'all. That that car that body, the rest of that body could have burned in the car. The car's torched.
yeah. But they would have found those. They would
Bones.
have found her bones and stuff.
That's
They would have
crazy,
found her
man.
bones.
And people like that, demonic like that, they keep trophies. So I'm sure they found something in that house that belonged to her.
Yeah. I just pray that these young people wake up and just not be so trusting of people like that.
That's
Listen, can you guys
crazy.
hear a mother? Look this up.
Let me see.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna send this to you. This poor mother.
Send it
This
to
has.
my inbox on Facebook.
Okay.
It's her mother.
Mhm.
That's
Let me
horrible.
see. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to
Okay, I
Facebook
just
here.
sent it. Oh wait, murder suspect is charged. I think that's her mother. Yeah, it's her mother.
Okay, this I'm trying to see. You inbox it to me on Facebook.
Mhm. It's only like a minute. I think at the beginning of that it said it's her mother.
So they're not. They're saying It's not anything to do with race.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's what people
Um.
are saying. But the
Yeah.
the police ain't saying nothing yet. Yeah, keep it cute. He unalived her at his house and then took her car and tortured it. They said that they did say that they
Let me
did
see.
find blood. Was one of the CBS News said that blood is being reported on the walls and in some of the linen in his house, but they don't know if it's hers yet or not.
Oh God.
I don't know why I haven't got it yet. I don't know why I haven't got it. Let's see.
He done sat up there and watched Jeffrey Dahmer and wanted to be like him.
Girl, ain't no telling. Let's see. What is this? A minute ago. Did you?
Hold on. Yep.
Okay. Okay, you sent it from a different page. That's why let me go back and let me see. Let me pull this up.
It's just like a minute or so.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Mhm.
now let me go to the studio. That mom is hurt. Damn. You know, you hate to let me make this big real quick. Uh, hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna share the
She's
what
probably,
shoes I got on.
mhm. She looks young too.
And so all he's an inside. I want you to rape and torture them like till I get to and hunt them eternally. Torture them and rape them in the population till I can get to them and hunt the shit out of them. Justice for Sade. Justice will be served for my baby. Justice.
I got I got one thing to say, and this is gonna be it. Sade was more than a person. She was an angel. Not having her right now is very painful. We need justice for Sade. Me and my family would never be okay. My sister and parents won't stop shaking, and it ain't because they're nervous. Imagine trying to bury your niece with nobody for the service. I need justice for Sade. I have nothing more to say.
My mama hurt, mad,
That's so
angry,
sad.
sad.
All in one. And gonna keep and gonna
That is
keep
so
change.
sad.
I mean, I can't even imagine. And then you're not talking. You won't even tell him where to find the rest of their baby at. Oh my lord. It's just. I mean,
Yeah.
that's definitely demonic. Like it doesn't get any more. Yeah, that's outrageous.
And it's happening more and more. It's happening more and more.
People have lost their minds.
Yeah. For one, I don't know why, I don't know what it is as to why people have these fantasies. Now, I watched a lot of, I'm a crime, I like to watch the crime shows a lot. And I watched a one crime show,
Hmm.
it's something, a psychopath or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it. But and then I've watched Evil Lives Here. And there has been a lot of instances where family members will see the warning signs, will see the behaviors of the person and know that those behaviors are not normal. They're not normal behaviors for a
Well,
person
the
to have.
thing is, keep it cute. Her. They knew she was going on the date, and her location was actually on, so they know exactly all the times where she was with this dude. I guess they just didn't know the dude. I mean, they didn't take. That's the part that's missing. They didn't figure the dude out, but they knew exactly where she was. She was excited about this first date with this guy. I just really want to know how she met him. I really do. I got to keep digging.
I definitely tell people where I go. I still do that to this day. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
gonna know who I'm with.
Child, let me tell you something. Our location is on, and somebody know where we at.
Yeah,
Girl,
at
if
all
you ain't
times.
tapped in on that family chat, we sending the police right away. We're not playing no games. No games. None. So
My daughter will tell you if she don't answer my text, oh, I'm calling the police.
you know I'm gonna be calling. You already know.
Don't play with me. I'm calling the
Do not
police.
play with me. I will be call. I'm quick to call him. Yes. Yes.
And there has been times where I have went on a date and I have went to I made the same decision that young lady made, and I went to the guy's house and I immediately got scared once I got in there. Why? Because he had a deadbolt lock.
Oh Lord.
Yes. And he locked it with the key, from the inside, and he had the key. So it's not like I can go running to get out the house if anything happened. He had these pit bulls,
Right.
which was in the basement. He had
Right.
cooked, and when he locked that lock like that, I knew then I wasn't gonna drink or eat or do anything at his house. And he tried touching me, tried to get me in his room, and I'll never forget when I first got there. My friend Kim started texting me because I had sent her the address and everything. And I said, it's just my friend. I had to send her this address so she can know where I'm at. And he was like, you don't trust me? I was like, no,
Mm.
And he was like, you hungry? I cook. I was like, no, I'm not hungry. I ate before I got here. You want something to drink? No, I'm not thirsty. We watched a movie. I can't even remember what movie it was because I was so nervous and scared and was ready to go the moment I got there. And then my daughter started calling me. And I said, oh, thank you, Lord. I said, I got to go. My daughter's calling. My daughter's calling. She's at home. My niece has left and she's at home. I got to get home. He kept trying to get me to stay, girl. I got out that house. And when I tell you, I never called that man again. I never, I said, Lord, I'll never do it again. I'll
Mm.
never do it again.
Y'all take the phone call in a minute. I will text somebody. Call me real quick and
Hmm.
be out the door. That's my excuse. I gotta
I
go.
wonder what about this girl. I'm looking at. I just keep looking at the two pictures. And what about her? What about him was even attractive to her?
Yeah, he was not attractive at
He
all.
may have
No.
been, finessing her and buying her things, maybe.
No, this was just a first date. Remember?
Yeah, this was just the first date. I don't know.
But they
Maybe
had
she has
been
a
talk,
type.
and weren't they talking on the phone? They had plenty conversations before the first
Who
date,
said
right?
that?
Is it? Wasn't it text messages that they
Oh, I
found?
don't know. I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, they did say something about some text messaging. But
You know who would
I
have more
mean,
on this story? I need to go to heavy.com. Do you guys ever do heavy.com? Heavy.com be getting stories.
mm-mm.
I'm about to go on there right now. Or see if you can bring it up if anything's on there, if you could put it up.
You said heavy.com.
It's called Heavy, just like, something is heavy. Heavy.com. Yeah, they're
Is
like a
that
report.
StreamYard messing up where they're not playing clearly?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
it was messing up.
Yeah, it's both. They both were.
Yeah, StreamYard has been clowning lately.
Oh, yeah, here's somebody else is saying that they met online.
Let's
Mm.
see, heavy.com.
I do not, will not, won't do the online. There's too many crazy people out here.
I have met people online before. I don't think it's honestly, I don't think it's nothing wrong with online because you can meet a crazy person in the store.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know what I mean? See nothing on heavy about that story. Let me look it up.
There's nothing on there.
Uh, mm-mm. I'm typing in. Um, uh, let's see. Says Milwaukee bartender Maxwell Anderson charged in severed leg case. Second body part found in Milwaukee after
Intentional homicide,
turned up at a park.
taking up and arson in connection with the death of a
Let's
19-year-old
see.
woman walking, and the discovery of a severed leg at Warnemont Park, Cooting. The leg, found in or near Lake Michigan at a Milwaukee County park, was reported.
This is 3 days ago. I'm trying to get 2 days ago. Milwaukee shooting last text setting up first date. So the last text message was setting up the first date with Maxwell Anderson.
That was the last text message.
Uh-huh. He is not attractive at all.
At all. Like, what
Show
is
his picture. I want to see.
what is she seeing him?
Hold on, let me see. This is on Tuesday. I have to share the screen here. So I can show his picture. I don't know what she saw in this clown. He looked like he up
Yeah.
to no good.
Right.
To be
You
honest,
don't even
you know what I mean.
he looks
He really
suspect.
do.
He looks suspect, yeah.
Can you show the picture, Miss Love?
Yeah, I'm finna share the screen. Hold on, just a second.
Yeah.
He does. He look like he up to no
But
freaking
I mean, I guess that would be
good.
common if they're in Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and Milwaukee. Biracial relationships are very common.
You say what? Screen. Let's see.
It's moving slowly.
Did his picture pop up?
No,
I'm sick of
there it is.
this thing. This
Keep your picture
StreamYard, that's
so you can
it's
see her
still not up
people.
there.
It's
Oh,
there,
shit,
but
like
you
ever
have to
better.
scroll up a little bit. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he look crazy, crazy.
Hmm. Let's see. Accused killer Maxwell, or let's see, are revealed in criminal complaint. So they found her severed leg and foot at different locations. I'm trying to see if they got the wording that was in the text message. Okay, I guess it was DNA that linked her to the foot. He that big nightclub. Let's see. They found they covered. Let's see. Discovered blood located on bedding in one of the bedrooms and on the walls leading towards the basement. Several gasoline containers were located in the garbage storage area. Lord help me.
Mm.
He probably burned a lot of it.
Here's what you need to know.
That's crazy. He took her in the basement.
At approximately 9 p.m. on April the 2nd, a walk-in report was made by AJ. Who is AJ? And that'd have been her friend. Okay, her friends, Sade's friends, had not been returned. She said Sade had not been returned. AJ calls had not shown up for and not shown up for work. So they said she didn't show up for work. Told her building secretary she was excited for her first date she had on the evening of April 1st.
Um, I am so sorry.
And they
That's Jackie said that's her city.
really? So they went on the date on April. Let's see, on April. They went on the date on April 1st, and that's probably he killed her on April 1st.
He killed her that night. Well, he burned her car at 3 o'clock in the morning. So
Mm-hmm. Robertson discovered text message conversations between 4 p.m. and 5:18 p.m. Authorities provided the 416 phone number when booked. The compliance said. See. Okay, here's the text message. I think this is it. Here's the okay, Robinson. Where are you? Where are we meeting? She said meeting. I can do 5, and then he said, downtown somewhere. And she says, okay. And then she said, uh, Brett House on Third. Uh, he said perfect. No, he said Brett House on Third, and then she said perfect. He said, okay, I'm going to shower quick. I'll probably get there more around 5:15. Are you hungry? I'm gonna need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year, and we could eat there first.
Who's saying that?
Let's see. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
And it says she says, okay, yes. It says, are we eating at Brad's house or the other place? And then he said, let's eat at Twisted. I'm feeling seafood. Yes, she said, yes, I love seafood. Sounds good. I'm about to leave. I'll be there soon. And then she put
Wow.
the emojis or whatever. And then, okay. Says, just got to Twisted. And then she says, okay, are you inside? And he says, yes.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. So there he is. He is the funniest looking thing you ever did want to see.
Maybe this was her first time actually seeing them.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, could be. If they met online, it could be. Or if they met at his job, like the police said, they think that they met at the job. Then it could be either or. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm trying to figure out what other body parts did they find.
That's a,
They couldn't have
brief
found her
conversation
head
to,
or nothing because
yeah, that's brief to go on a date with somebody, and that's all that was said through the text thread. So,
no, that's what they were saying. The last conversation. That was the last text thread, text messages. But they just showing that he did meet up with her that day based on the text messages they were together. So they could have had more text messages because she had stressed to the secretary at the apartment place that she was excited for going on her date. So They probably, she was so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So they
And she
probably
was
have
beautiful.
talked, beforehand. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, that is so sad. I sure hate that.
Horrible.
That is so sad.
These
You took
demonic
that girl's
people are
life.
crazy, crazy, and I'm gonna
And
keep
for
saying
what?
it.
For what?
And then got the nerve to want to talk.
For what?
It's the
Of course he's not
audacity
gonna
for
talk to you.
them.
You know his parents, he lawyered up.
Yeah, they said the dad got money.
Now, now do you think, I mean, I'm trying to figure this out because either he's slow or something happened to where maybe now that I'm looking at it, and I see the text messages and all that, right? He had to know that he would have been connected to her through those text messages. Because it's not like they were DMing each other online and he was under an assumed name or some fake name where he felt like he couldn't be traced back. This was his actual phone number and he was texting her.
Text
Either he was
messages and they
stupid
were
or either he took.
Snapchatting. The girl was
Yeah, so
Snapchatting her
I'm
girlfriend
thinking like,
with them on it. That's the thing. As they're walking into his
was
house.
it something? Yeah. How did he think he was gonna get away with it?
Look, I'm trying to figure, really
How
want to
could you
know
possibly think that?
how they found her phone. If he threw out the body parts, how did they find her phone to
Hey, Jackie,
retrieve
you
the
live in
text?
the
Because
city?
she had like 60.
She had what?
She had that app on her phone, Candy.
Yeah.
Life
She had the
360
Life
on her
360
phone.
app. So they knew exactly where she was.
And so with that Life 360 app, yeah, right where
It
it'll
shows
take
your
you
text
right to where that
messages
person
too.
is. Me and my daughter use that app, and it is very accurate. Like it'll take you to the door.
I mean, I understand that part,
So
but I'm saying, how did they retrieve the text messages?
What do you mean? From her phone?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with that Life 360, I mean, they probably found it in her phone
Hmm.
and got him.
So the Life
Unless they got
360,
his.
You
I'm trying to
know,
figure out the Life 360 shows text messages too.
That I don't
no,
know.
I mean, you can text through Life 360, but what I'm saying is, Life 360 is an app that's on your phone, so that's how they knew where she was at, and
Right,
I'm
that's where
sure
they
they
could find her.
then
But if
retrieved
he
her
killed her,
phone.
if he killed her and he threw her body parts out, I'm sure he got rid of her purse and her phone.
Mm, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Well,
Mm.
he probably thought he got rid of her purse and her phone, but if you got that Life 360 app on there and he didn't turn her phone off, they still was gonna find it. It's still gonna take you to wherever she's located. Wherever that phone is located, she might not be where the phone is, but wherever that phone is located, it's gonna take you right there. So, and oh, they did say that on the thing that he gave them his phone when he was apprehended,
I was going to say possibly from his
but
phone.
they could
Yeah.
have got it off both phones.
Yeah.
But uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did say they took his phone. So I don't know how he thought he was gonna get away with that. That's my thing is
You
you
know, if
texting this
if
woman,
he's that big of a demon, he
you
probably didn't even think about whether he was gonna get away with it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was trying to, rape her, and she was fighting back and saying no or whatever, and it just turned into a. He might have, I don't know, and he might have did killed her by accident and just tried to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
know. I'm not going to
possibility.
nobody's house. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he tried to rape her or something, and she fought him back, and something happened because you can't be that stupid to know that you're not going to get caught if this is a plan all along. I mean, he just didn't plan it out very well. Like I'm confused as to that part. He didn't plan it out very well. If you texting this woman, you at a place to where they have cameras, they have cameras so they can see that you was with this woman, and she just so happened to
Oh,
come
Jackie
up
said she lived in the
missing
same city, guys.
the night
Y'all see that?
Yeah, we saw that.
she
We
went
was
to the
watching.
She live in the city.
yeah.
Are you hearing
So
anything else,
yeah,
Jackie, that
I
we're
don't
not?
know. Either he was just sick and thought he was gonna get a say it again, B.
I was asking Jackie, was she hearing anything else since she's right there in the
What you
city?
say, B?
I was asking Jackie, was she hearing anything else since she's right there in
Oh,
the
okay.
city?
Yeah, because sometimes you hear more, when you live at.
Yeah, local news.
That's just mind baffling.
There's her
Now that
response,
the
Miss
text
Love.
messages that's out there,
Okay, so they
huh?
interviewed another young
She
lady.
said they
She
interviewed another
remained.
young lady.
She met him at the bar some months ago, and he invited her over to his place. He asked her if she wanted to see his basement. She said no. Wow.
And
And he
he
told her,
told
yeah,
her,
it's
yeah,
pretty
it's
creepy
pretty
down there. And
creepy
he
down
told her,
there.
yeah, it's pretty creepy down there. Oh my God.
No, I'm not going in nobody's basement.
So
Wow.
did the girl actually go to his house with him, or
She
did he
must
just
not have
ask her to
went.
see his basement, or did she actually go to his? You say what, Candy?
Mm-mm. I said I'm not going in
She said
nobody's
she, the
basement.
message right before that. She said, and he
Candy.
invited her over to his place. He asked her if she wanted to see his basement. She said no. It sounds like she went.
She went to his place, and
Well, if
then,
you read
but she
that,
didn't probably didn't
Uh-huh.
yeah,
go in
she
the
didn't do the
basement.
basement. Yes, the other girl that they interviewed, she did go to the house, but she did not go in the basement. Wow.
Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
I think he just got in Sade probably said no to the basement too, because they said that the sheets and stuff was bloody in the bedroom, and it was a
And the
blood trail
blood
that
on the
led to the
wall.
basement
Yeah, he probably tried to
and on the
beat her and
wall.
make her go in the
So,
basement
Wow.
hmm
so he could rape her with the
yeah, I
sex
think
stuff.
this is
It's
probably just
weird.
a sixth fantasy of his,
No
a
young,
sick
no
fantasy,
girl,
and he
young,
probably got a.
old, want to see nobody's basement. That does not sound appeasing for you to even ask somebody something like that. But it would be time to go.
Yeah, it would definitely be time to go. That's why. Oh my gosh, I don't. Please, y'all, please don't go to nobody's house. I don't care if you are introduced to someone by someone that
Oh
you
my
know and
gosh, you
trust.
said they
Still,
the family may own American Family Insurance. They're well off.
That's what I've been saying.
Did you
I
say
really,
read that.
American Family
his
Insurance?
house don't
That's
look
what I said. He has several around the country.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just read that. He has several insurance companies. That's why it's very possible that he could probably make that
I
$5
don't
million
even know
dollar
why they would
bail
even allow a bond.
at all.
Right.
I don't even
Mm.
know why it should be a no. Her family should
Yeah.
fight that. That should be no bail.
And then his house looks
That's
creepy
crazy.
and they have all this money.
Well, they probably know their son is. That's probably how he have a house because he's clearly don't have a good work history or a good work ethic. So, that was probably the last straw. Look, you gonna get this little house over here and leave us alone. Don't come back over here for no more money. Sick of you
Was it
begging.
is it raggedy?
I mean, it wasn't right. It was just a little bitty house. I mean, nothing major about it. I didn't see that it was raggedy, but
It
I'm
don't.
just saying
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it just don't look like it's. You know what I'm saying?
it doesn't save money.
Mm.
Do you think that okay? I'm pretty sure if they owned American families, they have the money to post that bill. But do you honestly think that they would and risk tarnishing it because of something like that?
You would hope not.
I mean, but at the end of the day, that's still, you know what I'm
You
saying,
cut
that's their
out B.
son.
Can you hear B?
Yeah, I heard.
You
That's their
break it.
son though. So anything's possible
Oh, okay.
if you leave him in there, you won't the possibility of you being able to see him again ever from behind bars, you would probably
Yeah, that's
go
their son, but
post
he.
bond and let him out.
Mm.
If they gave one, my thing is, why would you give one? You shouldn't even have bond.
Yeah, I agree.
It, that's a hard one. I don't know. He 33 years old too,
They'll
so
probably want to know what's going on in his head.
he
Why
knew
would you
better.
do something like that? Or did you do it? I'm sure. And I mean, if they came over to visit, if
He
they,
wanted,
I don't know, they probably knew he was creepy. What you got this down in your basement for?
yeah, yeah. If he, I mean, he probably didn't even let his parents go down in that basement if it was a sex dungeon and he had stuff down in there for that. And my thing is, if he invited that one girl down there and he dug that hole, I'm willing to bet you it's others. What did Jackie just say? It says the other young lady that went over there. What does it say? Went over there. The one that remains anonymous said he had stuff all over the place, like he was consistently building things, and his Facebook page was really creepy.
So I wonder
Oh,
why
he
she
Wow.
didn't
he was
notice this.
probably constantly building holes and ditches and things down in that basement. Sound like he was a hoarder, and his house wasn't clean. Sounds like that's just
Well,
my opinion.
yeah. Well, that from just based on the stories that I have seen on these crime stories, that a lot of times with these serial unalivers, say for instance, like that first young lady went over there, he had a plan, and his plan was to probably get her down in the basement and to do what he planned on doing. Well, she didn't do it, so his plan didn't work. So now with the new one, she probably says the same thing. So he's probably thinking in his mind, well, the only way I'm going to fulfill my fantasy if I go ahead and do it. And so a lot of times they go from their original plan to just fulfilling a fantasy, which Sade probably said no, and he just unalived her in one of those bedrooms.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I
And
knew Jeffrey Dahmer, but I
and
forgot
then
he
took her
was in
down to the
Milwaukee.
basement too.
Did you see that? She said Jeffrey Dahmer is from Milwaukee too. And None said in his mind he probably watched Jeffrey Dahmer and felt like he wanted to. It, he idolized some people. Idolize people like that.
Wow.
He wanted
Yeah,
to
they
act it
do.
out. He probably got her drunk and and killed her in the bed, in his bedroom, and tried to drag her downstairs to do something else to her. Or
Terrible,
that's where he
terrible.
cut her up at. At
Mm-mm.
least you gotta have a sharp
Well,
knife.
they said it was blood all on the
Dang near
walls in that one bedroom.
you dang near gotta have a surgeon's knife to cut through human
Oh wow.
bones and
No,
flesh.
through them bones and stuff, you're gonna have to have a saw. You're gonna have to
Oh
have a
what?
saw to cut through them bones.
Oh
You
wow.
just not gonna a saw. You just not gonna have it. Even when surgeons do like amputations and stuff, they have a saw that they have to use to cut through those bones. They don't just he ain't regular knife ain't gonna cut through them bones.
Whew.
This is horrible.
Totally horrible.
Well, we'll continue to cover this story as it develops. I'm pretty sure more and more come out, more
Yeah,
and
we
more
need to keep
evidence
an eye on this one.
come out. Yeah,
So what's new
because I'm
with the
pretty sure
Diddy?
I personally think, huh,
What's
with the
going
Diddy
on with the
stuff.
Diddy thing? Hmm.
It's a lot of. I mean, they saying that the grand jury has been assembled. From what I've seen on, I think it was Nancy Grace that I seen it on, and Court TV. One of, I think probably was both. That a grand jury has been assembled and the indictment has been written up. The indictment was already written up, they said, but the grand jury has been assembled, and so uh, it could be any day
Is
Mm.
that
the
Diddy is
indictment
placed
is
in
written up for
handcuffs.
Diddy or that son?
Uh-huh. They said for Diddy,
Oh, they did say the
for
indictment's written
Sean
up. Who said
P.
that?
Combs.
Who said that?
They
Because
on Court TV they said that indictment was probably written up before they even went in and raided his house
oh wow.
or with the search warrant. But the grand jury had to be assembled in order for them to approve the indictment to to get you know what I'm saying, the arrest. So they
Oh
were
wow.
saying the other day that the grand jury has been assembled.
Okay.
So
Mm. Okay.
if you go
Hadn't
on
heard
Is
that.
Diddy
Court
gone?
TV or and Nancy
Lord.
Gray,
Diddy about to be gone.
it's a matter
Oh
of days before
Jesus.
Diddy is gone. And they
Jesus,
also
Jesus.
said that it was two. I think they said two victims that have gave they statements and brought forth evidence and all that good stuff.
Two victims of who? Of
Who
Diddy's?
knows though that one of those victims could be Cassidy.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And one of them could be Cassidy because they said the victims brought forth evidence and all that because they said she is cooperating and with the FBI. So it could be her. And it could be Rod because they also added the charge of what is that, wiretapping and stuff like that, because they said that this is alleged, everything is alleged. I got this going across the screen, it's alleged. So Lil Rod said that he would order he himself would order DoorDash, and the security would always have him come down. I mean, would always bring it to him. But I guess he had been there long enough, they had trusted him. So they told him to come down to get his DoorDash. Well, when he goes in there, he sees these monitors, and that's when he knew that every room in Diddy's house had hidden cameras and was recording at all times.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So, and they also
But then you
said that
say
that's alleged that what?
that he was recording Kim Porter too.
Yes, that's all. Just to say, allegedly they said that, uh, and this is what his bodyguard said on an interview, that he had wiretapped Kim's phone, and he ended up hearing a conversation that Kim had with, I can't remember if it was a producer or somebody that they mutually knew. And when the dude was at the party, they was at a party together. Diddy assaulted him, went up and hit him because of the conversation that he had with Kim. So he had been listening in on her conversation, and they saying that that's how he knew all about the book and everything that she was writing, all the details that was sharing with whoever she was sharing it with over the phone. And the dude that Chris Jenner. Now, if you go on TikTok, if you go on Tisa Tales too, and if you go on TikTok, you'll see all of these videos. So Chris Jenner, boyfriend, I can't think of his name, is connected to Diddy. Chris Jenner is connected to Diddy. And this young man is also connected to, who's connected. He used to be Justin Bieber's manager, and he was also connected to Kim Porter. They showed pictures of him after her body was discovered. He was there. They had pictures of him there,
Who was there?
and he was still communicating with. So the dude that Chris Jenner is dating, that young black guy, he's younger than her. What is his name? I
No,
just
is
can't
Chris
do his
Jenner
name. Let me
the
look it
the
up.
is Chris Jenner the man that's now the one
My
the man
phone
that's
was
now the
about to
woman?
die. If anybody know it, let me see.
Chris is the wife.
Who is Chris Jenner dating?
Oh, that was the wife.
Corey Gamble. So Corey Gamble is the dude who Chris Jenner is dating, and yeah, they said that he is all over the place. Yeah, Chris is the wife. So they had pictures. If you go on TikTok, you'll see they got pictures of him with Kim, him with Diddy. Chris is, they said they don't know what the connection is, and they said they had pictures of him at Kim's Porter's house when they found her dead. So who knows what's all gonna come out of this mess? It's a whole big mess.
A lot of people going down. Is it?
They also said that allegedly he is connected to the cartel. That his father was connected to the cartel. His father was a big time drug dealer.
What?
So yeah, yeah. So his story, like I would love to cover his story, but that story just it's like Diddy in the middle, and you have all of this stuff everywhere. You could cover so much just off this story. It's stuff over here, stuff over there. This person over here, this person over there, down here, over there, in this state, in that state. It's just a lot.
Wow.
And he probably had those cameras set up like that and secret cameras recording everybody because they said that, you know what I'm saying? For instance, like this, if I go down, a lot of y'all going down. So who knows? And it's
Or what,
also been
from what
rumored
I
that
heard is
allegedly,
he used to record them and drug them and then use the recordings for blackmail.
I heard that the whole industry do that. That's how they get people into these contracts. That's
Yeah.
what who said that? One of somebody said, what was his name? I don't think it was Diddy's old security. It was another guy, one of his old artists or something, I think. Can't think of his name. But it's also been rumored allegedly that Tyrese, Ray J, and Diddy all trained at Cassidy.
Not Tyrese. Good Lord.
Girl,
They did what to
that just broke
Cassidy?
my heart. If it's true, a train. They all sexually
Oh
assaulted
no,
her.
that people go too far.
They said it was
That no, they
Tyrese.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
They said
Ray
it.
J is caught up in it
They said it was
some kind
Yeah,
of
but
way.
Tyrese,
you
Ray
know,
J, and Diddy.
people just making up shit now.
No, B, I think they all tied in it and they all have done some stuff.
That's why I said. That's why B. That's why I said. You know, I don't never go too far as to say. That's why I'm saying alleged. That's why I said I couldn't cover this because it's just too much, and I would hate to say something about someone or have it in the atmosphere that wasn't true. So
Right.
it's just, a lot of times
Alleged.
people do believe
Good.
that just because a person is a celebrity, that they are automatically tied into some wrongdoing. And that's not always true. That's not true. So
But
we
what's
shall
the
see
stuff that's coming
what will
out
be.
is just horrific. It's like, damn, this one too, that one, this one, this one. No, not you. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
dang.
hmm That's just like, remember they had that video of him sitting down with his daughter, and he was naming off these people, and they was like, they said he got 24 hours and all that stuff. These people got 24 hours, and he was naming Sierra, this person, that person, this person, that person. I don't forgot all the names. Um, and come to find out, that list was made doing for his 50th birthday party. They had 24 hours to respond to his invitation. But they put that out and said that it was 24 hours for them to say something or whatever in connection to this. And it
Well,
wasn't
you
even
know,
that. That's
some
what I'm
people
saying.
gonna
People
be
like
out
to
here
make
to
up
get their money.
stuff.
Yeah, they gonna to boost their views and get their money. So you just gotta go with the people that you know the real or
Well, I'm
can
gonna
get
go
the
with
real
when they hit that
inside.
courtroom and Yeah, like that bodyguard. He, you know what I'm saying? I believe him, and
Yeah, I
because
don't
he doesn't
believe Jaguar
say, and
right
he's
now.
very careful, and he also.
I
I don't
believe a
believe
lot of
her.
what Jaguar
You got.
Wright said.
I really think people. I believe people that are very suspicious to me, that always in the mix and know what's going on in everybody's life, and nothing in there. How are you in all these places? I just don't believe it. I don't believe nothing she say at this point.
Well, she
You
was
know,
in the
it's some
industry.
wrongdoing in
She
some
was in the
people, but
industry, so
she
she
got.
was around a lot of them. She was in the
But that don't
industry.
mean that she probably. I'm not doubting that she was in the industry, but how long ago was she in the industry? And on top of that, it's just too much. He just do too much. That bodyguard, he speaks on his experience, what he know. He was there. He was right next to Diddy, the artist with that spoke on him, that wrote that. He was right there, and they only speak on they know and can verify, and that they was there. He's very careful to say, he was like, listen, I wasn't there during that time. I don't know. I wasn't there. And when it comes to victims and stuff like that, like he talked to a few of the victims, and he was like, I won't say their names, and I won't say this is something between me and them, and blah. I don't know. That girl, she say too much. She do. I don't believe nothing she say. She just,
He says a
I
lot,
don't
but
know.
a lot of the stuff that she's saying is coming to light now. Just like they was trying to play Cat Williams like he was crazy, and a lot of the stuff that he said is coming to light. That's how they gonna make you look.
Cat Williams don't. Cat Williams does not do what Jaguar Wright do. Jaguar Wright and
Jaguar
Yeah,
Wright
they
said
was
a
saying
lot
Cat
of
Williams
stuff
was on drugs and all
that's
that stuff.
happening right now. I believe some of the
She's
stuff may
saying a
not
lot of
be
stuff
true.
that's
I don't know, but a lot of the stuff that she's talked about in the past, where they tried to make her look like she was crazy, is now coming to light.
was crazy. It's now. That's why I said some of the stuff. I mean, it may be. I don't know, but she wasn't the only one saying those some of the stuff. So who knows? From my perspective, she could have been getting what Cat Williams was saying or what this person was saying, and throwing it all together and adding her mix in. I don't know, because I don't
No,
think
because
she is trusted enough
she
by
been
people
she
in the
been
industry
saying it
because of
for
what
years.
for them to even.
Jaguar Wright been talking about it for years and years. Cat Williams just came out.
That's what Cat Williams been talking about this for a very long time, for years as well. He has been talking about this for a very long time. You could go back and look up videos where Cat Williams was talking about these people in the industry. But with Jaguar,
It's the same
hers
people.
probably go back further, where she probably have experienced some things, but
It's the same people though.
some of the stuff
The
she's
same
saying is just
circles.
incredible.
This thing is lagging real bad.
Keeping the
I
Q
know,
said,
I
I'm
heard
still
that
here. I'm
after the
just
fact.
what's that? The StreamYard.
Yeah.
It's been clowning for a couple of days. StreamYard has been, so I don't know. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like now, I'm very careful. I try to be at least. It's easy to get caught up in some of the stuff that people say, because once somebody is a proven monster, don't mean that everything that they throw on that person is true.
And I think that's what people are doing. I think he's just making up shit at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that everything. At this point, I'll see it play out in court because best believe the FBI is gonna have their stuff together. They gonna have it together, just like Tisa tells Diddy. You better think twice if you thinking you finna get. If you think you can beat the FBI, Epstein can do it, and she said somebody else, and they have way more money than you.
Now with her, mm, some of the stuff that she says, I don't think is all the truth.
Well, but with her, she says when she gets her information, she will say it's alleged. I don't know that if this is true or not, but sources is saying, people are saying that's just like how we doing here. Jaguar Wright just flat out says this is this and this is this. Like she was a fly on the damn wall when the stuff was happening.
I mean, well, if you in the industry and they talk, because they talk amongst each other, they kind of know what's going on. She was also saying that they was trying to warn the younger generation who to not be in a room with by yourself because they had been put in situations with those people. So they were trying to warn and the other people not to avoid it.
But that's
Group
been the industry for years and years, though. As far as
exactly. So
robbing them, as
now
for with
the whole industry is
contracts
coming
with,
down. If it's that much corruption in the industry,
yeah, I mean,
then it's finna all unfold. It's a lot of people involved. A lot of people that did some stuff that they shouldn't have
and
done.
yeah, but unfortunately, probably all of them are not gonna go down. They're gonna get the biggest fish, and they're gonna be satisfied with that big fish,
And it's gonna
and that's gonna
continue
be
on.
Diddy. You want now? Let's other people come out with uh you know what I'm saying, proof and stuff that certain things happen to them by certain people. Look how long Diddy got away with what he was doing. I think he
I
was his
mean, if you
own
got people
demise as
like
far as all that videotaping, and then you hired Little Rod to be a producer and a videographer. So you made him record everything according to what he was saying in the court documents. He was told by Diddy to record everything.
so if everything was recorded, and that could be a
Surely
fact.
you that it was
Look
going
at
to
all the people that know that they were recorded doing wrong. That's just like Birdman coming out saying he was a victim of Diddy, and all these other people were victims of Diddy. But Birdman was doing it to his people too, allegedly.
say you breaking up.
It's the string yard is messing up bad.
Say it again, Candy. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. My thing. It could be on my end that it's breaking up.
No, I said if there's recordings and all these people know that they have been recorded and they're coming out now saying that they were victims of Diddy, like Birdman, allegedly, then it's finna unravel bigger than just Diddy because Birdman was doing it to his people on his label just as well, allegedly. So it's a ripple effect. They were
Yeah,
all doing something and they can all claim
But
that
what I'm saying is, if
Diddy
they
was
don't,
the reason or Diddy victimized them, but then you go victimize other people
but what I'm
allegedly.
saying is, I don't know if they have proof of the other people or if it's just word of mouth. What I'm saying is, Diddy was his own demise by putting recorded hidden cameras in all of the rooms and then having somebody record. That's how that girl that was on the yacht was able to bring her proof forward, because Little Rod was recording in the studio and got the audio of Christian Combs and the girl telling him not to touch her. He was recording, and the audio was picked up of her telling him not to touch her. Don't touch my leg, don't touch my butt, and all that stuff, which lined up with with her story. So what I'm saying, if they got recordings, if they got proof, and all this stuff come out, and the victims uh show proof of it, then it could be some criminal stuff going on. If the statute of limitation went out on rape and stuff like that, they could probably get them in a civil suit. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, Diddy set his own self up for failure when he sit up there and wanted every damn thing recorded and having hidden cameras in all them rooms.
Mhm.
That's against the law right there. So he done broke so many laws, all in, you know what I'm saying, allegedly,
But it's his
and
home,
wanted
so
everything
he can
recorded.
can he can record in his own home.
You can't secretly record people. You let them aware. If you got cameras in the bedrooms where you have guest members at, and people
Mm-mm.
are doing wherever in the bedrooms, I mean that's not legal for you to secretly record people in the bedroom or doing sexual things or stuff like that.
Well, I believe the law, that's when it crossed the line. If you've got, if you're recording people that are in compromising positions with unknowingly, yeah, that would be not good, Diddy. But
Yeah, yeah, that's against the law, whether it's in your
especially if
house or
you,
not.
I mean, you now have that recording, and hopefully you wouldn't dare share it with someone, but
It's just creepy. He's a creep.
allegedly a creep.
Yeah, so allegedly, allegedly. And then did you see that interview with that one guy? He was a white guy, and he was arrested.
So,
So he said that, and this was some years back. What is his name? He was a sex worker. I mean, he used to be a stripper or an escort and stuff like that. And they had a actual police interrogation of him. He's telling the officer that he was uh, Diddy's and Cassidy's sex slave. Well, Diddy would make him have sex with Cassidy, and he would watch, and then he would get in, he would do it. He also said that uh, DJ Khaled allegedly and French Montana
no.
allegedly, and I think he named somebody. Oh
Mm.
no, he didn't say French Montana. I'll take that back, but that's been out there. He said Rick Ross and DJ Khaled allegedly.
Yeah, Rick
And that's
Ross
what
is
that
coming
man
up in
said
a
in a
lot of
police
this.
interrogation.
Rick Ross got his hands
Hmm.
tied in, but I ain't
And
gonna
it
hear
done
about
messed
it.
his mind up. Yeah, what you call it? Play the whole police interrogation on her live. That Tisa tells she found the police interrogation of that guy. and it was, that he was connected to Diddy, pictures and all that. So
And
it
that
was,
goes with her story while she was saying he would make her sleep with other men or
it
women.
lines it up. Yep.
Mm.
And this police interrogation was done years ago. He walked into somewhere and shot it up or something. Didn't nobody get killed or nothing, unalive or nothing. And that's how he ended up, arrested. And during his interrogation, he started telling that, like, the experiences that the trauma that he allegedly went through with Diddy is what messed his mind up. And he also sued Diddy and got, I think it was like 1.5 mil or something like that. Yeah, it was settled. It was settled. And that's all documented. And he was if you go on her page, you'll see that police interrogation with him. So that lines up with what Cassidy was saying too. So I mean, it's a lot out there against him.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's not just those two. And then you got the other what, three ladies coming that came out for the civil suit.
Hmm. Yep. It's a lot. It's a lot. So
As long as they
we
got that
shall see. And
indictment,
they
he's
said
going.
he's not. And did y'all know he owned wings and things?
No.
Did y'all know did he own wings and things? Yes.
Really?
That's been said too. That Diddy own wings and things, and Rick Ross is just like the face of it. Rick Ross on Diddy owns it.
I don't recall seeing Rick Rouse's face on Wings and Things. That used to be my spot.
Well, not face only, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody thought it was Rick Ross, but it's Diddy. Diddy owns
Hmm.
wings and things.
I think it's not. I don't think it's anymore here, is it?
Yes, we was talking about that on Open Book Live. Oh Lord,
I
I said they need to
haven't.
leave wings and things out of it.
Yeah, 'cause they do have
Let
some
me
good
see.
chicken. I ain't even gonna lie.
No, it's Wingstop, not Wings and Things. Wingstop.
Oh, Wingstop.
Mm-hmm.
They
Said
are.
they need to leave Wingstop out of because so they say that Rick Ross
Rick Ross is in a lot. He mixed up deep. So is Jay-Z. Allegedly. We'll see.
we'll see.
Well, I'm surprised they only
We
have
shall
one
see.
indictment. And he ain't gonna go down by
They might
himself.
have more than one, but I don't know right now. As of now, well, I mean, he won't have the choice in that. Only the authorities will have that choice. If they decide to take him down alone, he gonna go alone. But
Who he gonna call?
his bodyguard said that he thinks that Diddy will off himself. He's too much of a narcissist.
I don't think he would do that. If he's a narcissist, he's too
He said
cocky.
he honestly thinks.
R. Kelly taking it. Get
Yeah,
ready to go in there and sit down.
yeah, said that they, and that's just what his bodyguard said. His bodyguard said, I can't see him. Hmm.
I don't
That
believe
he would,
Epstein killed himself or unalived himself.
I don't either. I definitely don't either. Mm-mm. No. Because there was too many high power people that he was connected to. That was, I'm surprised they didn't off the his partner or whatever it is. But my thing is, you see that none of the people go down with him that was connected to him
Well, there's the
and that was
list. Now,
connected
what
to
they
all of that
whatever
that
they
they
gonna
said
do
was
with the
all that.
list
Yeah,
is
only
a
him
whole
that.
nother subject. There's a
Mhm.
list as if they're going to do
Nothing because
something.
that list is not accurate. Yeah, that list is not accurate. They got people that just flew on the aircraft on the list. I mean,
And Whoopi
but
said she ain't even
we'll see.
went nowhere, so she no doggone well she didn't fly on the plane or go to the island.
Yeah,
But that old Oprah,
they just throwing everybody on there.
some
And
of
you
them were
gonna leave Oprah
accurate, some of them
alone.
weren't, and I think they did that to
I
throw
love
it
me some
off.
Oprah.
I do not.
You always have to bring Oprah's name up. I
I
just
digress.
tonight.
They
Leave
got pictures of her. Look, I'm gonna send it to you, B too. They got
Yeah.
pictures of her with Diddy.
Oprah alone, child.
They got her with all of them that's in jail. Kels, Diddy, what's his
She
name?
was a talk show host. Of course, she's gonna be with.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
He hugged up on him. And
She
Epstein.
she
she
got
not
pictures of
divorced.
probably everybody
She was a
that's a
talk
high
show host.
profile or got a name.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah, but
billionaire.
Epstein was her best friend.
Uh,
That's gonna speak the
Gail is her
volumes
best
for
friend.
her.
You gonna stop?
she be doing too much, girl. Talking about her best friend. Now you know Gail King has been that woman's best friend all their life.
Gail King has been that woman's lover,
Okay, with
allegedly.
that being said, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Good old
because
Oprah.
let me tell you, Oprah is
Mm,
a self-made,
mm,
Billionaire, baby. Did
self-made,
that for herself. You can't
mm.
take that from her.
Demonic.
self-made.
Self made.
Demonic.
So can't.
You can't take it from her.
Who turned into a demon.
Nope. No, she
Spawn.
didn't. No, she didn't. She just don't take no stuff. I ain't mad at Oprah.
I don't see it. I don't see
I
it.
see it clearly.
I ain't neither. Now, did he? Yo, I have not seen nothing. So I mean, only thing I've seen people accuse her
I
of
ain't
is
seen
the
nothing that
the low
Oprah done
paying and
done.
all that
Nothing.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I
oh
can't. Other
God.
than that, I
So
don't see nothing spicy.
the school and all that, y'all still believe in her.
Girl, let me
Okay.
tell you something. I watched,
Okay.
I watched, and I even had my kids. I even had my kids watch when Oprah first did that school and the process she went through for that school, and it
I
brought
saw it
tears
too.
to my eyes because a lot of girls over there that couldn't afford a vacation and had education and had to walk to school and they had to pay for their education, had to walk miles and use restrooms
Yeah, they
outside
love
and
Oprah.
all
Oprah
of
did
that and
good.
took the chance of using
They
the
love
R word by
first Oprah
them. They love her
have done out of
and they
love
love her
type
and they thankful
turn
for the opportunity.
demonic and
I have
evil.
not seen nothing scandalous came out about that school. Only thing I've seen, that came out that some parents got mad is because of the uh food she was giving them nutritious food. I'm like, in the they wasn't getting all the sweets and stuff like that. She had them on a balanced diet, but some of them girls, that was the first time they was
Which was the
ever
best thing for
able to
them.
take a shower.
Is the school open?
Yes,
It's still in order.
she, as far as I know, it's still open.
Yeah, I think it is.
When did it close?
I'm just
As far
asking.
as I know, and with them completing that school, it has a very, very high curriculum, and she's paying for their college anywhere that they want to go. Anywhere.
Is she
And I made my kids watch it because I'm like,
allegedly
is she
sex
what?
trafficking the little girl? It alleged. So we're gonna see how this unfolds. Cause Oprah got her hands involved with Epstein, and I don't put nothing past none of them. We see.
That school has been functioning for years
And
now.
it, that island was
Sex
functioning.
Why would she need to do that though? She's already a billionaire.
Why would he do that?
Why
He
would she
was.
need to do that?
They want what they
He
want.
did that
Money is
because that's
money.
what he
That's what all of them do.
his trafficking. Um, he falls under the trafficking because of Cassidy, that he was trafficking her.
Wasn't
The
the
other charges were
he's
of
not the only
R
one.
and other sexual assault and
What
R and other people.
what is
Huh?
Lil Rod talking about? Where the
The tra-
young
well, he's
girl,
saying that he was drugging.
the underage
I'm
kids?
just saying what they said on court TV as far as the charge, as far as the trafficking charges. As far as I know, the only proof that they have is that of Cassidy,
Yeah.
allegedly. Allegedly, that's what I'm saying. Now that they've confiscated all those videos and recordings, I mean, it might be proof of others, but initially, the only initial proof, according to Court TV, was, and not saying that Court TV is always right, I don't know, but the proof was alleged of the trafficking was Cassidy. Now,
So
when
that's
Rod
why they
came out
went
with
to they
his,
they they got the warrant to go search his house based only on Cassidy.
no, not based only on Cassidy, because they they said they believe that the warrant was sent out was more leaning based on Lil Rod's suit, because he had so much video and audio and picture evidence. Cassie didn't have that um in
So
her
they got
lawsuit.
the
But
warrant to go
his
search for sex trafficking from Little Rod, but the only proof they have is from Cassidy. They had to have proof from Little Rod in order to get the warrant.
I'm just telling you what they said. So you also have in Little Rod's um lawsuit drugs, guns, and that's why they said they went in there heavy like that, because of the allegations or whatever. You have the drugs and
And
the guns,
they
the
got one of the gunmen.
videotaping.
The white guy was one of the ones that was buying the
Yeah,
guns
they got,
and the drugs,
yeah,
allegedly,
they
per Lil
arrested him.
Rod's
He was complying, I
documents.
guess. We'll see when it all falls down, come out in court.
They got more
We gonna see,
information
honey.
than just Cassidy.
Yeah, they got more information than Cassie. On Court TV, they said that basically they said that they feel like it leaned more towards uh, Little Rod's lawsuit. That's what they were saying. Is what prompted the FBI
And Little
to
Rod's
go dig.
lawsuit had his had underage kids, minors on it.
I understand that his lawsuit has that, but what I'm saying is before they raided, I mean when they went to raid, she was already cooperating according to what they were saying. She was already cooperating with the FBI, and that her trafficking testimony was the only proof at that time that they had of a human being trafficked. Okay. They went in with the search warrants
So they're
because
saying
of
she was trafficked.
Little Rods.
She was his girlfriend.
Just because she was his girlfriend don't mean that he wasn't trafficking, just like a husband can rape a wife or can R a wife.
You can R,
He was having
but she
her
voluntarily came. When you say sex
going
traffic,
from,
I'm thinking you got
I'm
these
just, that's
people
what was
from
in,
somewhere and you're soliciting them. I don't think you calling them your girl.
that was her in her lawsuit. That's what she was claiming. And also that one guy that they did their police interrogation, it lined up with what she was saying. He was forcing her to have sex with sex workers, other men, and all of that. It was removed from state to state, and all. I mean, that's trafficking. Forcing somebody to.
That's R.
I mean, I don't know. Just because allegedly she was the girlfriend, don't mean that
That's the R word. That's
that
not
would
sex.
be him R her. If he
And
That would
allowing
be
other
him
men
R
to
her.
do it as well.
But if he is giving, Candy, I think you probably need to look up what the sex trafficking falls under, because what she said he did, it falls under sex trafficking. I'm just saying he was. That's what they do to people that they sex traffic. They have them and they give them to other people to fulfill their fantasies, whether it be young, old, or whatever.
They they have them or they go get them.
What do you mean they have them? Or eventually they have them if once they get them, and some of the people can go willingly thinking they, just like that girl that was on that one video, she willingly went with that guy and willingly went to Diddy's house. I
Because they
mean,
sought
but that
them
don't mean that
out
she
to
can't
go
have sex
take him to
trafficking.
do that. And she felt it. They sought them out. Let's
They
take them
sought
over
them out
here so we
through
can do this through them.
manipulation, though.
She's already there.
But that's sought out through manipulation, Candy. It's still manipulation. If she lived with him, it don't matter if it was the girlfriend. It don't even matter if she was the wife. It's still considered trafficking according to the law. That's what it says. The physical abuse, the trafficking, all that. The guy even was a victim. The guy that said that he was the slave and for Diddy and he was uh, forced to have sex with Cassidy. Uh, Even said it. That's how he ended up winning that lawsuit. Well, that settlement. He ended up settling with him. Hey, Lupac. We wrapping up our
Tupac, baby.
Amos.
Hey,
Hello.
Lupac.
Let's see. So no talk about the.
What's the divestment? I don't understand that question.
Wait a minute. Without be from speaking truth of power. Yeah, Lupac, we've been on here for what now? A couple of hours.
Yes.
We done went from one story to
My battery about to
to talking
crash.
about she shaking back to the story to
Well, it
Diddy.
wasn't just she shaking, ma'am. That
Girl,
ain't all I ever talk about. Don't do that. It was whether we were contemplating whether we all were going to consider a one night stand before we died. That's what we were doing.
oh yeah, that's what it
Oh,
was.
man. No.
She was
What?
B B wants to have a one night stand.
I'm seriously
I told her
considering
to
it.
just role play. Just role play. It's dangerous nowadays. It's too dangerous, child. Just tell them, listen, you gonna have to play uh whoever it is you want to, whoever you want him to be. Get him a little mustache and what is this person saying? Will your one night stand be with a YouTube boy? Lord help.
That
Will
ain't
your one night
YT.
stand be
Did
with
you?
a white boy? No, it will not.
Oh, oh, that's what that means. White
That's
boy. That don't mean
white.
YouTube.
No, that don't mean YouTube. That means white.
Oh, okay.
No, it would not be. No, it will
Oh,
not. Amos Henrik. No.
I think,
I think
was that an
Amos is a
offer?
troll. I'm not sure. That might be an offer, B. You never know.
That's what I said. It was that an offer.
No, I'm
Yeah,
good. I
not
always
today.
pick mine.
See what I'm
I
saying?
always
That's
I
why I
always
say
pick
it's
mine.
dangerous. That's why, yeah. That's why I say it's dangerous. See that? See that? Hmm. You better off role playing. Get
After the
somebody like
story we
Amos.
just covered, thou shalt not go out there. It's illicit.
Hell no. Hell no. To the no, no,
Hell to
no,
the no, no, no.
no.
Don't go to the house.
That would be a
Don't go
hard
to
on
the
steroids pass.
mm,
Baby. But we gonna go ahead and end our live. It's been real. We had a nice conversation.
It's
We're gonna
definitely worth the
continue to follow this
playback. It's
story
definitely
about
worth
this
the
young lady.
playback.
And I pray,
Amos,
yes,
have you like,
and I
share, and
pray that her
subscribe? Like, share,
family end up.
subscribe.
Uh,
Like, share, subscribe.
yeah, Amos.
he's talking about the divestment and I don't know
Yeah,
what
Amos, and
that
tell all your
is.
friends. I don't either. That's not what that wasn't in our title, but uh, we
Tell
still
all
would
your
like your
friends, come
like,
on
share,
over
and
here.
subscribe though.
Wait a minute. We're covering everything from a hoeing to a homicide.
Mm-hmm. So come on with it.
Don't
Like,
do
share,
it.
subscribe.
So that this yeah, I just pray that the family members get closure, and that they find all this young lady body parts so they could give her a proper burial, and they can have some closure. We'll continue to follow the story to see what how she met him, because that's still unclear. We don't know whether it was online or at his place of business. He was a bartender, and like B said, she's only was 19 years old. She was too young to indulge, but I don't think she was too young to maybe go to a bar. But I don't know, or sometimes they have fake IDs. Who knows? Don't know how long they have been talking before they met up. It was their first date. So, yeah, we will definitely continue to follow this story. And on that note, I hope that everybody have a good night.
Good
Good night, you
night. Thanks for
guys.
coming
Andy,
out. We love you. Bye bye.
bye bye.